However, if you want to become a seller, you can see become a seller up here. If you become a seller on the menu here, you want to open a seller account. So you basically just go there and click on become a seller. So it's going to redirect you to the seller interface, which is basically meant for people offering their service. So I can click on this become a seller again, then I can proceed to open my account. So you can decide to put in your uh what's it called? Your email here, or you can sign in with any of these platforms, Facebook, Google, or Apple, and decide to sign in with any of those platforms. So maybe I'll just quickly sign with one of my emails that is logged in. I create a new account. So I'll just my basic account is with this. I'll just sign in with this other email. So I'm joining Fiverr now as a seller. Join as a seller now. So basically, I've opened my account. Just sign in with email. It's so much straightforward that way. And just sign in with whatever Gmail you have logged in. So I've opened my account, and then you can see the menu area. I have, you know, so I could just go. You can see on the top part, they say your account has been created. It's as simple as that. But that is just the beginning. If I click on this G icon, I go to what's it called? Profile. You're going to see your profile here. You can always change your profile picture if you want to. This is your username, and then this is your country, and then when I joined, member from, which is just this tonight, July 2022. And then there's something we call gigs on Fiverr. There's something we call gigs. You're offering, your services. So you can create different gigs and tell people a specific, service you want to offer them. But before we do that, I would like us to have an idea of gigs that have been created by other people to see, how it works. So I'll just open this digital marketing in a new tab. I'll go see different gigs created by people already, just for me to have an idea, just for me to show us an idea of how it works. Okay, so these are different gigs. I hope we can see them. These are different gigs created by people already. You know, here someone says, I will create and set up all social media business accounts. Here someone is saying, I will do Instagram promotion for fast and organic Instagram growth. You know, here someone is saying, I'll create an effective Instagram hashtag. Different. This is category. So there are different gigs on that social media. There are different things people are saying they want to do. Different gigs there. So checking out these gigs will also give you an insight to how you can also gives you an insight to how you can create your gig. This one is saying I'll be a social media marketing manager. So different things there. So you can always focus on your strengths whenever you're creating your gigs. You can see there's so many people on the platform already, and then that implies an existing competition, a big one at that. Fiverr has a level rating system. If you look at some of these profile, I'm saying 5.0, the review so far, and then this guy has gotten like 87 reviews, and the level is level two. Something is level two. So they have different levels, and when you're starting out, you have that challenge because most people that will be giving out jobs want, someone they can really bank on, someone they can trust. So it's much more important for you to have a very good profile. You know, one of the things I did when I started, I was taking different tests on the Fiverr. They have these tests you can take on Fiverr, and then all those things appear on your profile. So it gives you this sort of credibility, so people can easily bank on you and take that shot of giving you whatever job it is. So for those with phones strictly, it's actually impossible at the moment to create gig on the phone. Even the mobile app, you can only do so on the desktop. But after you've created all your gigs, you can always manage them from your phone. But to create afresh, you need to do so on this platform. So this is my profile now. I'm back to my profile. So you can create gigs. The length I talked about the other time, the batches. You can earn badges by taking your test in different areas. And then you can edit your description. You need to tell, this is one of the basic things to do. You need to put a description there. You need to tell your buyers, let them have an idea of what it is you do, an idea of your personality. And of course, this is a global market. You need to be mindful of the way you phrase your sentences. Everything must be intact as much as possible. So if I click on edit description now, edit description, I'll be able to go in there and edit description. See, there's a tell us about any hobbies, additional expertise, or anything else you'd like to add. So you need to put in something about yourself, something it's believed some of your buyers will find interesting. And the perfect example, like I always give, is to check out how other people have done theirs, so you have an idea of what it is you want to do. So if I go to this guy, for instance, I just want to check his profile. So by the time you check out different, so this one is saying, "Hello, my name is Tommy, and I'm a digital strategist." Just as simple as that. That's his own description. And then you see the profile from Hong Kong to average response hours or what have you. So this is the longer.
Sir,
Yes.
sorry. Hello, sir.
Yeah, go on, please.
I'm sorry, sir. You're kind of fast, and I'm lost.
All right, I'll try and slow a bit. It's because we've not started any
Okay, sir.
practicals yet. That's why I'm just rushing through it. So I'll take it a bit though.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. Thank you.
So with the description, you need to come up with a catchy description as much as possible for yourself. Let your viewers know what it is you do. Let them a bit about you. Just keep it simple. It's not supposed to be so much complicated. You can pick out maybe 5 different profile on Fiverr. Check out if done theirs, and then come up with something on your own for the description. That is one of the first things whoever is intending to give you a job get to see. And then you can always add your languages in case you speak other languages, other international languages, just so your clients could see it. I've gotten a job, for instance, from someone from France, and we basically had to speak French. I was basically using translator to interact with the person. So if you have your languages here, people will be more you know they'll come to you easily. If a Frenchman is coming to you now and they know you speak French, for instance, that's just in that case, though, in case you do. And then there's a platform to link all your social media accounts. You can link them in so people get to verify you. You can add your skills, whatever skill it is have. And this is very important. I think I'll take that. Very important for you to add your skill because it might help with the SEO when it comes to Fiverr. And people are searching for someone with a particular skill, you know, depending on the skills you have here. If I go to add new now, you see add skill. So I can say, for instance, website design as a skill. And then they'll ask me to choose my level, beginner, intermediate, and then we have the expertise. So whichever level you belong to, you just choose one. If I choose intermediate, for instance, and I click on add. So I have web design as a skill. I can add other skills. I can put digital marketing and then add it up as a skill again. You'll be asked for the experience level again, and then can add as many as possible skills. Everything depends on you now. Everything basically falls back to you. So that's that about skills. And then the education level, that one is possible now. You can come up with your education level and add it up there. And then certification again, in case you have certificates in any area. If I click on add new now, certificate or award, you need to put the name there. And then you need to put the year and everything. For those of us who got our certificate, for instance, you can decide to put something here, you know, just so it could boost your profile. People are always more confident with just giving, people that have different things on their profile, jobs. So you need to make sure your profile is quite loaded, quite loaded. Yeah, for the batches, I will advise us if you can take your time after you create your account and come over to this end batches section and then try and take one test or the other. Just to batch compare your profile. Since you're just starting out, this way you're competing with thousands of other people. But if you have these batches, it can give you an edge. If I click on enroll now, you're going to see different. Still loading. So this is the learn platform. They give me opportunity to learn different things here. If I scroll down now, I get to see different things you can learn. Some of them paid, some of them free, you know, and then they all get to appear on your profile. So you can take your time to search anything you can learn on that end. But the basic thing I want to take here is how to create your gig. Is perhaps the most important thing. How do you create your gig? So I'm going to click on create a new gig. Create a new gig. When you're creating your gig, you need to be as specific as possible. So I hope we can all see this interface, please. Can we all see this interface, please?
Yes, yes, we see.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I can see it, sir.
All right. Thank you. So there are basically six different steps you go through from creating, your gig. You can see them up here. One, two, three, four, five, six. You know, and then even them, they have a video you can always watch up on how to create a gig. But let's just take this. First thing, there's a gig title, and you can see the description there. They said, as your gig storefront, your title is the most important place to include keywords. Emphasis on keywords now. The buyer will likely use to search for a service like yours. So back to our three rating dimension we use in class. You start thinking as a customer now. How will they search for you? If a customer that is coming to this place that wants to search for someone that wants to search for an e-commerce, someone that can create an e-commerce website for of course. So you need to think like phrase how they will put it and also apply same phrase here. The Fiverr works with this format. It starts with I will and then you complete it. The I will is always going to be there. So I can come here now and say I will is there already. I can say I will create an e-commerce website. I'll create an e-commerce website for you. Something like this. I'll create an e-commerce. This is just an example. I'll create an e-commerce website for you. So you have like a 8C character you can use. I think this is 35 now. So I'll create an e-commerce website for you. As simple as that. It can be anything. I'll create a blog for you. I'll create whatever it is. I'll create a design. I'll do a fly. I'll do two different flyers. I'll manage your social media platform. So you can have as many gigs as possible. So you need to be specific. You don't have to be broad. You have to be very much specific on what it is you want to create for your clients. You know. So that is that about the gig title, and then the category. You need to choose the category this is falling under. Select the category section. I can decide to go on and choose. You can see the existing categories: graphic design, digital marketing, writing, video animation, music, programming, and tech. I choose programming and tech, for instance. Under subcategories, I can now choose. Okay, there's e-commerce development there. So seems to be the perfect subcategory. You know, so I've done my gig, I've created a category, and then the service type. They're asking you for the service type. If you click on the drop down now, depending on what you've selected or what you've done over there, you're going to see some what's it called? Coming back there now. Yeah, you're going to see some options there. So the service type now, this particular service you're offering, what does it entail? I'm saying full website creation. I'm saying theme and plugin installation. I'm saying customization. I'm saying bug fixes, backup and migration, performance and security. So these are different service types depending on what you're trying to offer. We're going to create a website from scratch, to the end, full website creation. You're just coming in to install certain themes and plugins, you're just coming in to just customize, whatever it is you want to customize, you can always choose the appropriate. So if I go for full website creation now, and then under the gig metadata, there's a section for platform. They're asking you to select the platform you intend to use for this service. I'm seeing Magneto. These are some CMS, for instance, OpenCards, BigCommerce, Shopify, and what have you. So I could easily come over and choose. Since this is e-commerce now, the options I get to see are e-commerce options. I can easily come here and just choose WooCommerce. WooCommerce is showing there, for instance. Well, if any of your the option you want is not showing, you can always go back to order and put that particular option you want there. So that's the platform. And then the second section rather, supported plugin types. If I click on that, so select the plugin types you support, the plugins you want to use, you intend to use. If you're using the payments plugin, you can check payments. If you're using the membership, shipping plugin, marketing. Basically depends on this whole service you're trying to render. Just pick the ones that you feel are appropriate and just keep it simple like that. And then there's a section for tags. We talk about tags on our website. Basically same thing here. But Fiverr allows just 5 tags. So you can use keywords that are related to what you're trying to create. Come in here and just put on e-commerce. Come in. The point is you have to choose out of the existing options. If I type e-commerce is not shown as one of the options. If I type web design, I'm seeing web designer. You have to choose out of the options. If I type online shopping, if I type commerce, okay, e-commerce is showing here. So you just put in keywords related to that particular gig you're trying to add up. Put in keywords there. And then that's a 3. You can add 2 more, a maximum of 5. And then you need to check these terms and conditions. You need to accept the terms of service. You can always read it. Take your time and read it when you have the time. and then I can click on save and continue. But there's a clause here, there's an icon here. It says some categories require that sellers verify their skills. There's some categories of things you add that they really want to be sure you can do the job, and they'll ask you to take some tests. Let's check this out, save and continue. So we're at the second section now. We've done the overview, and now we're going to pricing. I've said I'll create an e-commerce website, for the clients. Now I need to come and do my pricing. Let's call it scope and pricing. There's a checkbox here, offer packages. In case you want to offer different packages, like I advise in class, I can decide to offer different packages and put different, fee there. If the customer can go for the high one, you can always opt for the lower one. Of course, lesser futures. It's checked already. And if you scroll down, you're going to see their packages. They have the basic, they have the standard, they have the premium. They're asking for the name your package for this, name your package, describe the details you're offering. For the basic, for instance, what are the details you're offering? And then there's the delivery time. The delivery time is very important. Even in our own website job, you got a job from a client, you need to agree on the delivery time. Because clients are always funny. Clients are always funny on the delivery time. So you need to make sure you give a delivery time. If I click on delivery time now, you're going to see different days, up to 90 days. So you're telling them that's when their job will be ready. When their job will be ready. And then number of pages you intend to customize, number of products. These options are there because we chose e-commerce. So you can always check if there's anything there. And at the end, you can always put the price. For basic, for instance, this is 40. I put 40. This is 70. That's $70. And if it's 100, I'm just saying for instance. So you can always take your time. But if it's a single package, you don't have different packages. If I come back now and check these offer packages, I only have basic now. So name your package. I decide to call this. So I'll be taking this. We can always check out the packages. Still same, just that you get to do two more. Describe the details you're offering. So your package, what does it come with? I decide to put fully built e-commerce website with 100 product integration and payment system. It's just something simple like that. Depends on you. Fully built e-commerce website with 100 products integration and payment system. So that means I'm telling the customer I'm going to help them integrate 100 products, with the package. And then delivery time, I can say this thing is going to take me 7 days. 7 days. And then number of pages that you intend to create for the client on the website. I can say the website might have 7 pages. Okay, there's even number of products here. Number of products you intend to add, which I've even said in that. So I can come here and just say 100. Design customization. Okay, I'll help them design it. The design will be responsive. Responsive design, if you'll be doing that, you check it. Content upload. You'll be helping them to upload content. If you're doing that. Set up payment gateway. If you're doing that as well, you check. Whatever it is you're doing for the package, you check. Plugins and extensions installation. Click on the drop down. The plugins you'll be installing. How many plugins roughly, do you also install on the site? Okay, I'll be doing 7 different plugins. Revisions. This revision is very important. Very important. Also decide if your clients will give you the job or not. It's going to affect if your clients will give you the job or not. Revision basically means if the client is not satisfied with the job, how many times can they come back to you and tell you, do this again, do this again? They want to revise the job, How many times can they come back to you? And most clients always like unlimited. Unlimited is the last option there because they believe they can always come back to you, whatever it is. Well, it depends on you. You might say because you're starting now, so you want to put unlimited, but you have to put something reasonable enough so that you won't end up suffering on the job. They keep on coming back, coming back, and not satisfied, and not satisfied. If you have like 7 or 5 different revisions, that means you can only revise the job 5 different times. Afterwards, if they want to revise again, they need to make payment on another package entirely, and then you can put the price. Okay, this now I want to charge $75. Or maybe you do $100 for this whole thing I've said. So that's the summary there. Number of pages, product, design, customization, or what have you. Then if you scroll down, there's a section for add extra services. Add extra service. I get to see the options. So I've said I want to deliver this job in 7 days up there. There's a section for extra fast delivery. So that means if they want the job to be delivered much more faster, I will deliver in only the section for select. I've said 7 days there. So I can say I will deliver in 4 days for an extra $20. That means if they want me to deliver in 4 days, they'll be paying me $120. If they're sticking with the 7 days, they get to pay me just the $100, you know, whatever you want to put it. And then there's additional page. Up there, I've said the package comes with 7 pages. If they want additional page, I can always check that. If they want additional page for an extra, I can put like $5, and the number of days in case there will be increase in number of days. You know, for an extra $5. That means if they want another page, a single page again, they're going to pay $5 and then one more day. I'm going to uncheck that. I'm just explaining. Additional products. If they want additional products, you can also do the same thing. Additional plugins. And then additional revisions. If they want additional revision, you want them to revise again. I explained that earlier under revisions. So everything falls back to you. But most times you're just starting out, you have to make sure your terms are so much easy and attractive because believe me, there's so many much more people wanting to do same thing even for lesser price. So because of that, I'll just check this additional revision, giving them 5 already. Getty images stock photo. If you're going to be giving them, good thing is on the other end, there's always a description. I'm on Getty Images now. You're saying this: offer your buyers a licensed stock image from Getty Images. There's a website called Getty Image. You can also always get images, and then you want to use the images on your site. You know, so if you want to tell them, okay, let me buy images to use on your website, you can always check that, and you can see I will use a Getty Image licensed stock image for $10. Of course, we're going to check that, and then you can always add whatever it is you want to add beyond what they've given you. If there's anything you want to add beyond what they've given you, you can always add it up there. Any other thing you want to add beyond what they've given you, and then you can save and continue. And then the next section now is a description and FAQ. Description and frequently asked questions. So if you scroll down, you can always describe your gig, everything we've said we will do, and put in a broader description on this end. And put in a broader description about that particular gig, the e-commerce thing, the things you'll be doing, whatever you want to write, you put it in there. And then you scroll down. Frequently asked questions. In case you'll be preempting some questions your clients can ask. You can ask a FAQ thing here. You ask the question and then you answer it. Questions you feel the clients are likely to ask you. You can answer them on this end instead of you just waiting for them to ask. You can always preempt whatever it is they will be asking and then provide the answers. I believe we understand how FAQ basically works. The same thing we do here on this end. You answer the question, ask the question rather, and also provide the answer there. So I can click on save and continue. Okay, I didn't put anything on that description. The description is compulsory and must be at least 120 character long. So I can do something like let me just do something e-commerce website with following features. could always use this bullet, uh, responsive. Just put whatever it is you want to put there. Responsive mobile design, product integration, and of course, you can always bring down all the marketing techniques we talk about in class, just for you to have an edge, sort of, over others. You can use keywords that people really appeal to when it comes to marketing, product integration, payment. This payment integration now, you can now decide to specify what payment integration you'll be using. I can do something like PayPal, I can do Stripe, I can do for the Nigerian market, for instance, in case there's any Paystack, I can do what's it called, crypto, and so on and so forth. Whatever it is you want to specify, I can do Apple Pay, and what have you. You can just specify there so they have an idea. And of course, shipping integration, that's delivery. You can also specify. You can do DHL. I can do what's it called again? Let me just stop at that. So I believe this can go. It's more than 120 character already. So I click on save and continue. The FAQ, you can always use it if you have a need to. So the fourth section now, requirements. So here you will be asking your clients things you need in case they want this offer. You see, get all the information you need from buyers to get started. So you need to ask them things you need. Depending now, you need to provide different variations. So I'll click on add new question. So here I'll be putting, you can always provide me with your cPanel details in case you've hosted already. cPanel details in form of, free text, multiple choice attachments. Free text is okay, you can always type it. Multiple choice, you want them to choose out of some options. And then attachments, you want them to upload a particular document. So I click on add cPanel details, or I add another one in case they've installed whatever CMS they're using, either WordPress login details or CMS login details, depending on whatever CMS they're using. So whatever it is you want them to supply for this job, you need to ask them whatever info you want them to supply. You can always ask them much more later, even by having conversations with them. But here you can always ask them ahead, just so they can see what they need to supply. Everything should be automated, so that is why this end is there. So you can save and continue. The next section we'll be going is the gallery. That's the second to the last section. So there's a pop-up. This is a pop-up from Fiverr. It says success begins with a great geek image. So they're asking you to post a good image. They're giving you guideline of images to use. Recommended size, the quality, what have you. I'll just close that pop-up. So on it now. Locate your service in the geek gallery. So they're asking you to add up to 3 images that complement this particular, service or geek you're trying to create. So you can just add images that really complement them. You can just go online and search for e-commerce. It can be your own images too if you have custom images to add. You can just add sort of a cart button, so this is e-commerce. You can always design them, you can always put your image there before you upload. Well, I'll just add it straight off to save time. So I've added that, I've downloaded that, so I want to add it here. So the image will complement, Just like we have the featured image, the image gets to complement my gig. People get to see the image along with my gig. Okay, send the image. So I've added the image. This primary image is the main one, the one that will complement your gig. These other two, they are optional, just in case you want to add more images. And then you can always add video too. They give you an opportunity to add a video that is less than 50 MB. You can always add a video less than 50 MB on that end. And then documents, in case you want to show some of the work you've done in a PDF format, you can always upload there. All these things will give you edge if you're just starting out. You know, for instance, you could upload what's it called? You could save one of your local host design as a PDF and then upload it here and let them see something you've done. It gives you an edge sort of. So you can upload a PDF here. It's optional, of course, and then save and continue. So we're at the last section now, the publish section. The publish section now. We're at the publish section now, where we get to publish our gig. Okay, so you're almost there. Complete the following requirements to start selling. You're saying it because we just created this account. So that is why this is coming up. Normally, if you're US based, you're supposed to submit your tax, ID, and then they get to process your tax whenever you receive any payment. Of course, we're going to choose no because we're not based in US, so we just choose no, and then we click on save. So they said you're done. No need to fill out Form W9. You can update your information from your profile set anytime. So I click on close on that end. And then they said you're almost done with your first gig. Before you start selling on Fiverr, here's the last thing you will need to do. The security of your account is important to us, therefore require all sellers to verify their phone number before we can publish their gigs. They're asking you to verify your account with your phone number just for them to be sure, you know, of that particular account. So you can click on verify now, choose your country, and then put in your phone number. I'll just put one of my other phone number there. I want to believe I've not used this. So I click on verify by SMS. So as usual, he'll send a 4-digit code to that number, and then you just need to add it up and then verify. So I'm waiting for the code on this end. Okay, I think I got the code. So I have 9170. And I click on submit code. The phone number successfully verified. So you can always click on next. And now, right now, you should be able to publish your gig. So they're asking you if you want to add security question to your account. I suppose we know what security question is. Whenever you're trying to recover your account, you can always ask you. So you can choose any security question. What was the name of your elementary school? What's the name of your first pet? What's your childhood nickname? Different things. Whichever one you feel you want to choose. So I'll just use one there. So we're basically done. The next thing is just to click on the publish gig button, and then our gig will be published live. So your gig is open for business. The gig has been published live. There's a direct link to your gig here. If you want to send to people, and then you can always share on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn for people to see your gig. But let me just copy that link, and then if you let me open up a new window. this is how people get to see that you're gay, even though I'm still logging as a user. I'll create an e-commerce website for you. The image is there. E-commerce, $100, 7 days delivery, 5 revisions. What's included. We click on the drop down. All these things I noted: functional website, 7 pages, 100 products, design customization, or what have you. You know, can always come back and read more on the platform about the seller, because we've not added an image yet. Nothing is here. So, and then if they want to buy, you can always click on continue, and then they'll be able to reach out to you on that particular offer. You can always edit your gig anytime you can fit. Like I said, it's impossible to edit a gig on phone. You have to use the desktop. We can create everything on desktop and then manage all of them, even download the app, you know. And whenever you get any order, you can always attend to the order through the app. So before I go on, I would like to get questions so we can quickly solve those. Do we have any questions, please? Any question, please? There are no questions. But there's one more thing I intend to show us, which is actually the payment. Now that we've added our gig, if people ordered for the gig, how do you receive your payments? How do you receive your payments? If I go to earnings now, you can always spot your earnings there. There's an earnings section here. You can always spot it, whatever I see you earned from all your gigs. So there's nothing here. You can see earnings, there's no fee there, even though it's still loading. You can see net income 0. You can always monitor everything you've earned on this end. Everything you've earned, and then you can always withdraw. You can withdraw to your PayPal account. You can do the back transfer thing, and then you can do the Fiverr revenue card. Fiverr revenue card. So you can always use. There's a platform I use personally to withdraw earnings from Fiverr, and that is this platform called Pioneer. The platform is called Pioneer. Payoneer. Payoneer. The payment gateway as well. So you can always go to pioneer.com to open an account. You can always open an account on this end. On this end, it's so straightforward to open an account on this end. And then the good thing about Pioneer is that whenever you open an account, they're going to generate a US bank details for you, which is one of the good things. I basically use them on more platforms even than Fiverr. Any platform that basically asks me to enter my US account, I just choose the fact I'm based in US and then I put that bank details. Definitely going to generate a US bank account for you. For instance, on my personal website, I have that US account there, pasted somewhere on the payment platform. It's going to generate a USD account, and then I suppose it generates a pounds account for you as well from the Fiverr. So I'll be advising us, please, let's try check out Fiverr, open an account. Yeah, Fiverr of course, and Pioneer. Pioneer is what I wanted to say. Payoneer. Payoneon, one single N and then ER. So pioneer.com is the website. You can always go there and click on sign in and open an account. They have a mobile app as well. You can always use to monitor whatever I see you sign in. So the connection there is you can withdraw from Fiverr here your Pioneer account. Your Pioneer account using this bank transfer. Bank transfer. You use the bank transfer. Maybe our next class, sort of when I'll be showing us again, I'll log into my own account and then we can check it out. You can always use this back and transfer and then take your earnings down to your Pioneer. And from your Pioneer account, you can always, if you open a Pioneer account, for instance, there's a section there they'll ask you to submit one of your Nigerian accounts. You can always take in your money from this end down to the Nigerian accounts. The last earning I did, I was able to take my particular bank, you know, can be any bank. I just use Kuda then, and then I was able to withdraw from the Kuda. So Pioneer, I suppose we should try open an account, try open an account. But for the Fiverr, there are so many things you still need to do. This is just the basic things of creating a gig. You still have the headache of people buying your gig, people coming for your gig. So I suppose you create as many gigs as possible, as many gigs as possible. And I also suggest we download the mobile app. On the mobile app, for instance, there's this section for requests. Whenever people request for anything, and if Fiverr
Yes, sir.
feels, yes, hello,
So I'm just answering that I've downloaded the app.
oh, okay. Whenever people request for anything, and if Fiverr feels your profile fits into that particular thing they've requested for, they're going to show you that request on the mobile app. So you can always create your gigs according to the request. For my old account, I used to do that. Whenever I send a request, somebody want this, somebody want that, I'll go online and create a gig that fits that request. I'll create a gig that fits that request. So I'll create a gig that basically fits that particular request. So you can always do that on your own end as well with the app. So I would like us to try this out, and then when we have questions, we can always revert back and ask.